Welcome to Flanagan High School, where the Falcons of Flanagan take on the Deerfield Beach Bucks in the 8A Regional Semifinal here tonight. Hello, everybody. Ari Shanak and David Wetzel. And, Coach, these two teams are getting to know each other very well.
Yeah, they really are. I mean, Deerfield, one of the northernmost teams of Broward County, hooking up with Flanagan, one of the southernmost teams, and usually they wouldn't get a chance to see each other. But in the playoffs, they seem to be running into each other every season.
And what do you expect to see tonight from these two talented teams?
Well, talented is right. They both have athletes on both sides of the ball, but what really sticks out to me is their defenses. I think both teams have got really strong defensive units, and we're really going to get an exhibition here today. Coach Lamb and I were talking beforehand, and we think that both defenses are both going to be outstanding.
The regional semifinals coming up here on Sports Place.
Sports Blitz Game Time is brought to you by one of our proud sponsors, Flanagan's.
And you are looking at Flanagan High School Stadium. They call it the Nest here as the Falcons soar with the Bucks of Deerfield Beach in the regional semifinal. A rematch, guys, of last year's regional semifinal. This should be a good one. The Bucks out of 8A and District 11, while District 12 representative, the Falcons. Two terrific teams. I welcome in now David Wetzel and Lewis Lamb. Guys, this should be a good one. I think these are the two teams everybody wanted to see here.
Yeah, I think last week that's what they were looking at. I mean, everyone was looking forward. They played quality opponents in the first round, but it's still, neither one of them were a match for the two teams we're going to see tonight. Deerfield Beach and Flanagan seem destined to meet up here to rematch their game last year. Even when the season started, it seemed like they were destined to meet up again.
The Falcons finished 9-2, 6-0 in 8A District 12. Meanwhile, Deerfield Bucks, they finish the season at 8-2, 5-0 in 8A District 11. Flanagan, coached by Stanford Samuels Jr., the former star from Florida State University, played at the Canadian Football League. This Falcon team, Coach Lamb, 6-game playoff winning streak. They have outscored their opponent during that streak 168-38, and they've been dominant here on their home field.
It's mostly because of their defense has been good, if not great, for the past 3 years. They've done a real good job of taking away what teams like to do and forcing them to beat them in different ways. And for the past, 6 games you said?
Yeah,
for the past 6 games, it's been a formula that's worked, including a trip to the state championship last year.
And winning the state title in 8A. And Coach Wetzel, the Bucks, coached by Javon Glenn, who's spent 8 years coaching the JVs, done a terrific job with the Bucks varsity team. They have been fantastic. They've got weapons all over the field. These guys are scary good, and a number of them are going big-time D1 schools.
Yeah, we got a chance to see them 2 weeks ago in their regular season finale. And like you said, they've got talent all over the field. They've got scary talent all over the field. Very gifted on defense, a ton of wide receiver threats, big play threats. And, we're going to see if they can put the whole package together and take on this very stingy Flanagan defense, see what they can do.
Now, despite all the weapons on the field, you guys feel like the defenses may control the tempo and control the score of this game.
We feel the defense might control the game, period. Both defenses are stacked full of high-quality players on there. We expect the defense to match. If we get something different, I would be shocked.
Yeah, I agree with that as well. I mean, both defenses, like I said, we got a chance to see Deerfield 2 weeks ago, and they're flying around the ball, aggressive, downhill, stopping the run. And, when you got those Flanagan defenders, they've been great for so many years. They give you so many multiple looks on offense. It's hard to block all their guys. I mean, they're very versatile in how they can line up and how they're going to attack you.
Keep in mind, sorry about that, Art. But keep in mind, Coach Wessel, that last time we saw them, they were missing some players on defense. And right now we're getting 100% defense tonight.
Yeah, for Deerfield Beach, they were missing a couple of guys, resting them up for the playoffs.
Kevin Eford, Coach Wetzel.
Yeah.
One of their young stars. They were also missing, when we saw them against Cardinal Gibbons, guys, their starting quarterback, Nick Holm, who will be out there tonight, and that'll be a big difference. I mean, this kid can play, being recruited by UAB, Columbia, FAMU, and he's got so many weapons at the receiver. So this will be a task for the Flanagan defense, who lost a ton of talent off of their defense, their state championship defense last year, including head coach Devin Bush, his son. They go up to Michigan with a couple other stars. But Coach Samuel has really kept that stout defense in place. May not have the big names as of last year, but they have certainly performed.
They really have, and they've stayed true to their system. They've worked really hard in the offseason, and, you're going to see it on the field. They didn't go 8-2 because, they're living off of last year. People just lied down for them. No. They fought for every point. They fought for every defensive stop, and, that defense, they played two, both in the first round of the playoffs, and they played other playoff teams, shutting people out and, giving them less than 7 points a game or less than 10 points a game. So, like I said, they played quality opponents down here in Broward County, and, they weren't playing any cupcakes, and they were able to shut people down defensively at least.
So Rivera will get set to kick it off for the Bucks. Flanagan will have the initial possession as we get ready to begin the state regional semifinals here. The winner, guys, will get the victor of the Atlantic up in Delray and Palm Beach Gardens game. That will be the regional finals next week.
I've heard a lot of things about, both of those teams, so that should be a powerhouse matchup. If you're playing for the regional final, you better believe you didn't get there on accident. So, whoever comes out victorious tonight is going to have another challenge if they want to take it all the way to the state championship.
I was just about to say that each round is going to get tougher and tougher.
Round 4 is going to be someone from Dade County after that, and so yeah, it's like you said, every game.
Well, there's the kick by Rivera, fielded at the 5. Darting up the middle, lost the football, and I believe the Bucks have recovered. So an early turnover, and the Bucks celebrating as they go to the sidelines.
Looked like the ball was recovered there by number 28, Asante Pierre.
Well, I'll tell you what, that's definitely not how you want to start the game on your home turf. You're receiving the kickoff, and this is your home turf, and you've been 5-0 in the last 5 playoff games here in the last couple of years, and that's not how you want to start the game. And this defense is going to have to show up right now.
Ashton Pierre recovers it. He's being recruited by FSU, Alabama, LSU, and Georgia, so he's usually on the football.
Hey, we got the matchup that we wanted. We got 5-star versus 5-star out there. We talked about that in our production meeting. Are we going to see Stanford Samuels follow around Jerry Judy all game? And it looks like that's what the matchup we're going to get right here at the top of the screen.
Keep your eye on that, because that is FSU versus Alabama. Right? Samuels committed to FSU, Jerry Judy, a Crimson Tide commit, and Nick Holm at the helm, and a flag down before the start of the play. Nick Helm, he's got height. You can see it, 6'4", 185-pound senior. He threw for over 1,700 yards this season, guys. 123 completions, 20 touchdowns, and only 4 picks.
As we take a look here at the kickoff return, you get the runner going upfield. Oh, good job there by one of the Deerfield defenders, just reaching his hand in there and knocking the ball free. And with 28, Johnny on the spot, Asante Pierre, just getting the ball back for his team.
That goes against Flanagan, 5 yards, first and 5. So 2 plays, 2 errors on the Falcons. You think they're feeling some nerves here, Wetzel?
I think that they're going to have to settle down real quick.
And And getting to the edge, turning upfield close to a first down.
That's going to come back. Got to hold it on the defensive end there.
Hold, so the ball carrier is, you guys got 25 there?
I didn't catch that. I'm sorry.
Alton Allen, the 5'8" running back, the senior.
Oh, good eye. Good eye. It's 25 as we get a look there at the holding towards the end of the screen. Good job there by number 21.
Flanagan, yeah.
For Flanagan, Arthur coming down, making a tackle on the jet sweep.
That's Arthur Brathwaite. They're going to walk off the hold. They'll push the Bucks back to the 34-yard line. Bring up 1st and 15 for Deerfield Beach. Holm goes over the middle through the hands of the intended receiver. He took his eye off the ball. That was Davis, David Davis, the USF commit.
Yeah, one of 4 Division I receivers on that Deerfield Beach roster.
Yeah, we have Davis committed to USF. Cornelius McCoy, who's a junior, he's being recruited by NC State Rutgers. Leroy Henley, the senior, deciding between Nebraska, West Virginia, and Louisville, among others. And, of course, Jerry Judy, the Alabama commit. 2nd and 15. Holm looks left, gets it over the outstretched arms of the defender and back around the original line of scrimmage for a pickup of 5 or 6.
Good job there by Stanford Samuels coming off of his receiver and taking on the running back and just driving him right out of bounds after 5 yards. Jalen.
Yeah, that's a freshman running back, Jalen Knighton, for Deerfield Beach. He's been spectacular in the game we saw earlier. Very versatile athlete, very explosive.
So 3rd and 10. Holm looks like he's changing plays here. First possession after the Flanagan turnover, the opening kickoff. They're going to go to the run, spinning towards that marker, but a little shy, I believe. They'll mark him at the 15 as Jakari Norwood, a quick run. Jakari, 449 yards rushing. He averaged 5 yards per carry this season.
Like we said earlier, defensive matchup.
Yeah, and they're bringing out the.
They're going to try a field goal, guys.
As we take a look here at the replay, running back, he almost backpedaled his way into the first down, but he got shoestring tackled.
Revere as long as 31. This is 32, I believe. He's got the distance, but no good.
Oh.
Wide left, just left.
Like we said, defensive matchup.
I'll tell you what, that's huge for Flanagan. I mean, you come out on the kick return and fumble the ball in your, deep in your own area, and you're able to have a defensive stand right here. Let those defenders come to the sideline and get some water and offense. You got to put some plays together and try and make up for the special teams mistake that put your defense on the field so early in this first quarter.
Yeah, that hold really kind of halted the effort from the Bucks. So 1st and 10 for Flanagan.
A lot of space between.
Is that the 20? About the 20-yard line.
A lot of space over that slot.
Mm-hmm.
Samuels has 3 receivers to his left. He'll run it straight ahead. Maybe a yard, guys. I don't know if he even picked up a yard.
I think he got back to line of scrimmage.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that was penetration by the linebackers. They read that right away. As soon as the quarterback gets the snap and he's putting his foot in the ground, you take a look right here. He's getting the snap and putting his foot in the ground, going vertical. And you got linebackers, you got defensive line penetrating, getting in the backfield, in a hurry. Firing off the ball, they're trying to trap, and there are 3 yellow jerseys around Samuels.
So 2nd and 10 for the Falcons.
Still a lot of space.
In motion is Clevon Thomas, the Kentucky recruit. And banging his way for a few. It'll bring up 3rd and 6. Ball carrier.
That's Samuels
again.
Samuels again.
Yeah, he faked the to the motion and was able to keep it himself on the read option. Pick up a few yards there. Not just doing it by himself, but with the read option, giving the defenders another person to look at, he was able to pick up a few yards.
So 3rd and 6. Ball at the 24-yard line for Samuels and the Falcons.
I don't know. I don't really like how they playing this trips at the bottom.
No,
and
neither do I.
There's the play that I thought was going to come.
And turning the corner, taking a big hit out of bounds. It'll be, I believe he has enough for a Falcon first down. And slow to get up after that hit.
Dear God.
Was that Thomas?
No, that was Lewis that time.
Rosendo Lewis scraping across the field.
Man.
He put the hit on him. But was Cleveland the...
I see why they lined up the way they lined up now.
Yeah, because he's nearly in the middle of the field. He can scrape all the way over there. Rosendo Lewis, you'll see him come out of nowhere and blast. He's 230 pounds running into a wide receiver and chucking him out of bounds.
Cleveland Thomas is hurt, guys.
I think that receiver is still out of bounds in the same spot where he landed.
The Kentucky recruit, that would be a big loss, big weapon for the Falcons. Lewis, just a junior, guys. He has 94 tackles on the season, Lewis does.
New quarterback.
I feel bad for those 94 people.
That direct snap to Fayon Hicks, the running back. Lewis, being recruited by Alabama, Georgia, LSU, Wisconsin. As a junior.
There's a lot of penetration in the backfield. Rosendo Lewis again in the backfield, number 42, mixed with a bunch of other Buck defenders, and they're getting penetration. Their explosion off the ball is fantastic.
That's a 5-yard loss.
Yeah.
High post head. Defense.
Oh yeah.
Samuel surveying, and Flanagan is down. It took too much time.
Delay a game.
Deerfield Beach.
Move back even another 5.
Defensive line, Daz Alexandre, 6'4", 220-pound senior. Jamari Rouse, 6'3", 265-pound senior. Lamont McDougal, 6 foot, 285 senior. Brandon Bailey, 6'1", 230-pound junior. Kobe Green, Rosendo Lewis, Breon Bird. We'll also see Gemin Eford, talented underclassman, Ashton Pierre. And they will rotate secondary, Demetrius Palmer, Cornelius Doe, Jelani Harrison, Eldon Dorville, and Jerry Judy's going to get some time, guys, at DB tonight.
Well, you see Stanford Samuels getting time at quarterback, so that doesn't surprise me at all.
Yeah, when you're in the playoffs, your best player's got to play both ways, whatever it takes to move on to the next round.
And that's all Coach trying to do, win in advance. As we get a lead here, but still, again, too much penetration with the defensive tackle there, number 95. That's Jeremy Rose. In the backfield with the running back. I'm sorry, Rouse.
Being recruited by FAU, Southern Mississippi, Iowa State.
I see why.
Oh, yeah. I mean, like I said, he did a good job getting into the offensive lineman and still keeping that separation. He was able to break free from that offensive lineman and get up the field.
Timeout Flanagan, 6.5 minutes to play first quarter. You are watching the 2016 FHSAA football regional semifinal here on Beacon. Rights to the regional semifinal game in the 2016 FHSAA Class 8A Championships have been granted to Beacon by the Florida High School Athletic Association and is intended solely for the enjoyment of our listening audience. Any broadcast, retransmission, or other use of the broadcast without the express written consent of the Florida High School Athletic Association is prohibited.
Flanagan coming back out in that empty set.
23-yard line, about 3rd and 20, guys.
Now they got to put the ball in the air. I don't know if they really want to. It didn't seem like they want to, but if you want 50 first down up, you got to put it up.
Samuels looking to run for the 3rd time. Nice move to elude one tackler, but was dropped after a pickup of 4.
Cortez Grace by number 9. linebacker. 5'10", 200 pounds.
Yeah, impressive. I mean, he's a linebacker / DB, strong safety type who's got ability in the open field, and he's able to make a good open field tackle on the very shifty Samuels.
So Stanford Samuels will stay in and punt. So he has to do it all for the Falcons.
I was thinking that same thing. Wow. Plays defensive back on their best receiver. Then he plays quarterback, and he's punting. And that's a pretty good punt.
Pretty good punt. I think the return man, this is not going to hold up here. Flanagan has the ball, but the return man went up to field the punt, and he got leveled.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to laugh. I really don't.
I tell you what,
that was a highlight film type play.
It's going on Huddle. It is going on Huddle.
I was about to say that's going on Huddle.
It doesn't matter. It's going on Huddle.
Coach is going to say, you really can't do that. You can't. It's a penalty. You can't put it on there. Coach, man, I got to put it on there. It shows my wheels, right? That's what he's going to say.
And that was the gunner too. Ran right between the two corners, and the receiver didn't. The returner didn't give a fair catch, so I guess he thought it was fair game.
We'll take a water break. And sportsmanship is having pride in your school, your team, and yourself. Sportsmanship is respect for the game and those who play it. The Florida High School Athletic Association reminds you to take on the responsibility of good sportsmanship. Play strong, play hard, play fair. This message provided by Beacon and the FHSAA.
Oh, that's 15 yards. 15-yard penalty on the kickoff on the punt team.
Well, the first possession off of the turnover on the opening kickoff for Deerfield Beach started right around the 20. And here they've got excellent field position at the 42.
And I tell you what, like you said, that's great field position, but they're still going to have to capitalize against a very good Flanagan defense.
Beautiful cut inside. Down near the 35.
Good run by Norwood. Finding a hole, making the move, and getting some positive yards on first down. Now you make it easier on the coaching staff with a second and about 4 yards.
Dallas Matthews makes the tackle.
Got to unbalance. Extra tackle over there.
Back to the ground, Norwood with his back to the line now. That's not going to work. As he is sent backwards after maybe a pickup of 2. It is third and short. Defense flying around. Matthews there again, along with Alec Brown and company.
I don't think Norwood heard you there, Coach. You didn't say that the tackle over was on the other side.
Right. He went to the wrong side.
He went to the wrong side.
The extra tackle.
You got an extra big beefy guy out there. You got to run to that side.
I'm going to the extra guy. That's just me.
They call him third and short. Into the flat and incomplete.
He had 2 other receivers open, the back being one of them. He didn't look at him. He got stuck on Judy instead of just looking around. If he would have looked around real fast, the running back was wide open by himself.
I was about to say, yeah, the running back in the flat looked like it was an easier pass to pick up the first down. And then, who knows what's going to happen in the open field.
Correct. Oh, 4th and 3. First time going for it. Going for it on 4.
If you're going to go for it, this is the time.
And they run it. It's going to be close, guys. You think he has it? Very close to the marker.
That last-ditch effort, that last spin and reach may have gotten it. I don't know.
Deerfield thinks they have it.
Yeah, the official was running out, and as soon as he fell forward, he took a step to his right and was able to adjust the spot as the ball carrier fell down.
So Norwood grinding his way to what appears to be a first down.
And take a look at the run. You'll see he's back. He's got his back to him. He's backpedaling, and he's going to spin, and boom. That little extra right at the end, and his offensive lineman, number 56, helping out.
Oh, yeah.
That might have got him there.
You got to pull him forward. Kicking and screaming if you have to, but you got to pull him forward, man. We need first downs.
Hey, if you ain't trying, you need to go back to Deerfield, and he was trying. I give him that.
Oh, yeah.
The sticks out. Deerfield Beach hoping to keep their drive alive, or it will turn over on downs to the Falcons. 4th down measurement and
that's-
first down.
That's a close one, too.
I tell you, that last effort, that last reach out there. So he should actually help, not help, he should actually thank his offensive lineman, number 56. Let me see who that is, Quintavious Palmer. Tell him thank you for helping me get that extra yard.
No, you're not kidding.
Yeah, Q is 6'2", 270, the senior.
I'm sure he's being recruited by such and such, such and such, and such and such.
Well, I'll tell you what, on this Deerfield Beach roster, everyone's being recruited by such and such, such and such.
Just what I was thinking, too.
They like their right tackle. The next level does. Jose Genti, NC State. Recruiting him, Southern Alabama, ODU.
Well, listen, as well as these guys play, both protecting the quarterback home and opening up the holes for the running game, they've got a chance to play at the second level somewhere.
Swing pass falls incomplete. They also like Keldrick Hooks, who's a junior, 6'5", 250, Arkansas, Bowling Green, Iowa State, all after Mr. Hooks. So Deerfield Beach has been a little shaky with their passing game thus far, guys.
You know, it's a mixture of that and, it looks like a very prepared Flanagan defense. And while, yes, they have looked a little bit shaky, they got to catch balls that are right in their hands. Holmes got to look and scan the field, make sure he finds the correct guy. But Flanagan's playing really tough early in this game.
They go back to the ground where they've been more successful. That's the freshman Jalen Knighton, who came into the game with 180 yards on the ground.
Well, he came on late in this season because he looked impressive. We saw him two weeks ago. He plays with a lot of intensity and explosion. Every time he touches the ball, it looks like he's going to explode. And you better grab a hand on him, or you're not going to catch him.
Devontae Wilson, number 20, has been all over the field thus far, 5'11", 150-pounder. There's the first pass that's caught down to the 20-yard line, complete to Leroy Henley.
On that play, the corner was playing a little too soft. He was about 10 yards off. As you can take a look, the corner's still not in the picture. He's still not in the picture. He's not in the picture until the receiver actually catches the ball, turns around, and goes upfield 2 steps. Then he actually comes in, and he's off again.
Here comes the blitz, and they nail the ball carrier. Look at this, keeping his feet alive. Excellent effort by Norwood to no avail. I don't think he gained any yardage, but tough run against this stout defense.
Oh, Stout is right. They're flying all over the field. And, as soon as you get slowed down a second, just try and lean forward as fast as you can because he escapes a little bit and actually loses a couple more yards because there's so many defenders that are coming up trying to make the tackle.
2nd and 11. Quick hitter near side is good for about 4 or 5. That pass complete to Jerry Judy.
Same thing again. Corner was off a little bit.
And I think it's a mixture of him being off as well as he's opening his hips and bailing right away.
Correct.
And because he's getting in the back pedal and it's a short pass, a little 5-yard stop, but he's opening his hips too soon and he's not able to get back to the receiver before the ball gets there.
Let's see if Deerfield Beach coaches are baiting him up. They might be running to stop in front of him, so he comes up closer to go over the top of him.
3rd and 9 from the 19. Big play.
5-star against 5-star.
Home.
He's looking that way.
Going to the
and
corner.
Going that way.
One-on-one coverage, and it is caught. Was he inbounds?
Was he in?
He's waving no.
No, no signal other than out of bounds. No touchdown signal, I should say. So a pretty good pass. Led him a little bit too far out of bounds.
That's a good route there by, that was Jerry Judy?
That was Jerry Judy, yeah.
Good route by Judy. Had Samuels a little lost on the slant and go. He's open. The ball just carries him out of bounds.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's way out.
He's way out.
He wasn't even close. He was at the dotted white line. That wasn't even close.
So Rivera, who missed from 32, his long of the season is 31. He's now 2 of 6 in field goals on the season. And this one is high and straight, and it is good.
That looked good.
So Rivera, big kick, puts the Bucks up 3-0. And our last game here on Sports Blitz, We saw a kicker essentially win the game for Cardinal. I mean, Cardinal Gibbons played terrific, but their kicker was the difference. He hit from 45 and
45, and he could punt, and was really good on kickoffs. But I mean, you take a look at this last field goal, and while he did make the field goal, he made it by a lot. He had a lot of leg on it. So while his long for the season is only 31, he can make 40. I mean, that's a safe bet. Would you say, Coach?
Yeah, I would say that's a safe bet that he can make 40. Another thing, too, that I just noticed when I looked at the replay, it looked like he's kicking off the ground.
That's impressive for a high school
It really looked like he was kicking off the ground. And if he's kicking off the ground, that means he definitely could go a little further back.
Oh, absolutely.
As we take another look here at that last pass, Judy is open. The ball just, like I said, carried him out of bounds.
It sailed too much on him. He's got to put more heat on it. But then again, I mean, if Samuels reads that could be an interception. You put too much heat on it. So
correct.
You got to be careful with that.
And technically, that's really the only spot he could have put it in, because if we put it closer, it might have been, like you said, intercepted.
Yeah.
kickoff fielded at the 10. They fumbled the opening kickoff. This time they get a burst and some space here all the way out. Tough to see the markers. Looks like it's about the 38-yard line. Good run by Caleb Thomas, 5'10", 175-pounder.
That's got to be refreshing for the Flanagan coaching staff. Get some breathing room and getting out close to midfield, right around the 38-yard line. Just take a look right here. I mean, it's everyone's putting a hat on one of the members of the kick coverage team. You got people blocking, and it's just follow your blocks, follow your follow the hole, and he's able to pick up a big gain out to the 38.
Well, guys, you'll be relieved that I don't know the starting positions of the offensive line. We weren't able to get that information before the game, but I can tell you that I see number 77, Jamar Lambert, because he's 6'4", 400 pounds, big number 77. Also, big number 73, Vinny D'Angelo, 6'2", 300 pounds. They've got some size up front. Nice gain on first down for 9 yards.
I got 76, 72, 73.
MacArthur, Elena,
and 55.
This time
Daniel McVeigh.
This time on this play, they run the bubble, and number 42 is not able to get out there, and Resendo is not able to get out there and lay the lumber on the receiver. He got outran on that one.
2nd and 1. Well, good to see Cleavon Thomas back in the game after the hard hit. Nice pass by Samuels. Beautiful move, and grinding his way down to the 35-yard line. Caleb Thomas. After the nice kickoff return, Caleb, a big gain on that 2nd and short.
Listen, I've heard, one of my favorite guys I used to coach with always used to say, you got to ride the hot hand, and he had a good return. Get the ball to your hot hand. You got to ride the hot hand.
Simple little stop move. And then he ducks underneath the tackler, which gets his sideline excited.
3-0 Deerfield Beach. Ball at the 35. Out to the far side. And good move there by Cleavon Thomas. Is impressive, guys. He's headed to the University of Kentucky. That's his 3rd catch.
Well, you're going to be a receiver in the SEC. You got to get the ball to him. I mean, you can't afford to have him be hurt on the sideline, and we're glad he's out here again to be able to shake off the earlier hit and get back in this game.
2nd and 3 from the 27. Up the middle and stuffed.
Ooh.
It'll be 3rd and short.
Is that Resendo again?
Yep.
Nice tackle by Rosendo Lewis, who has 74 tackles on the season, 3 sacks.
74, that's it?
No, 94.
94.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That ain't sound right.
Yeah.
74, huh?
Yeah, like I said, I feel bad for those 94
That writing
kids,
is difficult to read. I don't know who wrote that. So that will bring us to the close of the first quarter. Deerfield Beach on top 3-0 here in the regional semifinal on Sports Blitz.
Blitz Game Time is brought to you by one of our proud sponsors, Flanagan's. Sports Blitz Game Time is brought to you by one of our proud sponsors, John the Baker.
Welcome back to the Nest here at Flanagan High School as we begin second quarter action in the regional semifinal. Deerfield Beach and Flanagan. It is 3rd and 3, ball at the 27-yard line of Deerfield Beach.
Flanagan offense has got a little rhythm.
Thomas in motion. Samuels looking that way. Now we'll have to elude the rush, and he will be sacked. A big play by the Buck defense. Pressure from all sides.
Looked like he was finally brought down by Cortez Grace. But me and Coach Wessel was just discussing in between the quarter. Flanagan has to they got to throw the ball because running is going to be tough against this defense. And they got to throw the ball, and it has to be quick passes. Get the ball out the hands of the quarterback. Has to be quick passes. Get it in the playmakers. Let them run, make something happen. When you hold on, that's when you get a D-line time to get to you.
A ball at the 34-yard line. They'll punt it away. Punter standing at the 50. It's not Samuels this time doing the punting. Nearly blocked. Number 98 got the punt off. And it will be down at the 23-yard line. So the Falcons punter was Luis Zeppelin that time.
I think he punted the ball literally 14 yards.
And I tell you what, you're right about that, Coach. I mean, if you need to move the ball on either of these defenses, you really just have to hope for a broken tackle. You got to get the ball wide in the open field and let one of these receivers. You know, you've got quality receivers on both sides of the ball. Defensive backs have got to tackle in the open field because if you hold on to it too long, the front seven, the front linebackers and D-line, they're not giving up anything right now.
Notice how the corners are playing a little closer.
Nowhere to run there. Wrapped up immediately by an aggressive Falcon flying defense. The ball carrier, Deerfield Beach, had great starting field position on each of their first 2 drives. They came away with 3 points. Is that something that they're going to look back on in this game possibly, guys? That they should have gotten some more points on the scoreboard after those first 2. They had opening kickoff turnover, came up empty.
Absolutely, especially being in the red zone. Absolutely, you're going to look back at that and say what you should have, could have, and would have done. But you can't do nothing about it now. You just got to move on.
I can tell you, as a Dolphin fan, I can look back at the last 15 years and regret every field goal we've kicked. So
it was Knighton on the carry. Beautiful tackle by Arthur Brathwaite.
I see why we got a player down. Number 21. Looked like he got stepped on by the running back. Got the wind probably knocked out of him. That's why he's spitting up all that stuff that we just saw. That was very not so nice.
He's trying to shake it off right now. This is the second round of the playoffs. He's not going to stay out if he can get back out there.
Oh, that's why he's trying to spit up everything he can. Spit it up, get all that bad stuff out, and come on back in.
You about to die.
He got stepped on pretty good there by the running back.
So the training crew attending to the injured player. You got number 21, Brathwaite.
Yep. He was the first man on the ball. He was the first man to the ball carrier. He was the first guy there, and the rest of the you said take a look at the replay right here. You're getting penetration, interior linemen penetrating in the backfield, and excellent
As you see there, he's at the bottom of the pile.
Yeah.
And I think that's when he gets stepped on. If you see that little leg sticking out, that's where he got stepped on there. As I take a quick little snapshot there of the play.
That was a good replay. I mean, you can see right there where what happened, and he's up right now. He's putting his helmet back on. They're going to make him go to the sideline for a play, but he's not going to be happy about it because he's up. I'm fine. Let me go, coach. You got to take at least one play.
I think this would be a better look at it. Here, let's see if I can catch it. Right there, he's on the tackle. Boom. Foot.
Did that work? Yeah, look at the czar of the telestrator.
Foot in the stomach. The czar has spoken.
2nd and 12 for the Bucks and Nick Holm. 4 D1, big time D1 receivers.
Oh, they are.
In his arsenal.
Three of them are seniors, and there's one junior, number 6. McCoy's the junior, but I mean, he's got tons of weapons. 2 running backs, a bunch of weapons on offense, and he's just got to get the ball to them and let them do their magic.
3-0 Bucks. Good crowd on hand here at Flanagan High School. This team has been dominant at home.
Seems to be
Under pressure, trying to elude, and he won't be able to elude the sack for the Falcons. There's number 9. That is Dwayne Boyle, 6'2", 205 linebacker.
A lot of pressure right off the bat.
I think Deerfield's going to have to do the same thing Flanagan do.
You got to get rid of that ball.
Quick passes, got to get it out. Because once you hold on to it, people getting chances to get to you.
And listen, and we've talked about both offensive lines having solid ball players that are being recruited, and that's all well and good. But this is South Florida speed, and those defensive ends are coming hard. You got interior linemen with their quickness, and it's going to be tough to get the ball off if you don't get it off in a hurry.
3rd and long. They decide to run it. Tackle made by Cameron Novaton. 4th down. Ball carrier was Norwood.
Punting time.
4th and 19 will do it. It's always punting time.
Like we said earlier, running is going to be tough. It is going to be tough to run the ball against these two defenses. You are going to have to do something with the ball in the air, and it has to be quick. Can't hold on to it. If not, it's going to be a lot of punts tonight. Oh, fake.
They're going to fake it. He's got some yardage yet to go, and I believe a first down. What a gutsy call by Coach Glenn. Deep in your own territory as they get the ball into the hands of Eldon Deerfield.
Nobody saw that coming.
No.
That is a gutsy call by Coach Glenn. Unbelievable. 4th down and 19. It's always punting time. You see the punter's the backup quarterback, so he's able to peel off. You got the number 2 for Deerfield Beach. Kobe Green peels off. One of their linebackers, strong safety types. Peels off. He gets the ball in his hands and is able to pick up a first down. 19-plus yards, 20 yards. And excellent play call by Deerfield Beach.
And that's Alec Brown, right? We saw him at quarterback against Gibbons. Holm was injured. He can throw the ball, Brown.
Yeah, but you can't run the ball back again.
No.
That's not going to work. I don't know if that's going to work tonight.
Put both of those QBs out there and let them throw twice. I mean, but running the ball, it's been slim pickings so far for both teams running the ball. And I'm curious if all that pressure, all that aggressiveness, if we're going to see a screen or if one of these guys is going to pop a long one.
Holm in path, beautiful pass. Gets it out to the flat.
Tackle made by Hunter
Gets with the tackle and
that was
reception. You got a number there? Sorry, Coach.
No, that was number 24, Knighton on the backfield.
Yeah.
That was a money pass. That was clean.
Yeah,
I mean, he's flaring out wide, and that was a beautiful catch right in front of the Deerfield Beach bench, and he puts it right on the money.
So it's coming back. We have a hold.
We had a hold. And the ball
he never has to break stride. That's
ball in between two defenders. You're right. That was a very good pass and catch. Just too bad it's going backwards.
Oh, that's a second holding penalty against Deerfield Beach, which has been costly. The first came after the opening kick. Fumble and turnover deep in Flanagan territory. That hold halted their drive.
We would call those drive killers. Ooh, that's a pretty ball. Look at that Falcon thing. That is pretty.
So all the way back to the 20.
Even though Deerfield got the ball.
Home rolling right. Eyes downfield. Launches into his bench.
I tell you what, he puts that on the money. It's still not being caught. He's got two defenders right there. 20 and 2, and Samuels is right there on Henley, and there's no one else there.
Along with Wilson.
You know, that's a good idea, though, to move the pocket. Good idea. Move the pocket, maybe slow down the rush a little bit, get a quarterback another launch point. Just got to get a better pass than that, though. But I don't think he had nowhere to go with the ball.
Well, it's better to put it up than put it up out of bounds than to throw it down the middle of the field.
Oh, absolutely.
When you get late in the play, you don't ever throw it back across your body.
Absolutely.
You don't ever throw it in the middle of the field. So, that seems like a poised move from the senior signal caller.
Right.
So timeout Deerfield Beach. They've got a third and a train ride. They got to get out all the way out to the 50 for a first down. Tonight's game in the 2016 FHSAA Class 8A Football Championship is sponsored by the Florida High School Athletic Association. The FHSAA is a democratic organization with a membership of more than 800 middle and senior high schools, all committed to ensuring that Florida's student athletes can compete fairly and equitably in an educational environment. The Florida High School Athletic Association, building leaders through teamwork, sportsmanship, and citizenship.
Right now at home, you might think that this is the first down marker.
Nope.
That is not the first down marker. It is 10 more yards down the field. That is the first marker.
Yeah, that was where they got the first down after a 20-yard pickup on 4th and 19 on a fake punt.
Correct. And this is where they got tackled on the 4th and after the fake punt.
Yeah.
This is where they're at now.
It's a defensive game.
Defense.
Holmes steps up, fires down the middle into triple coverage. Almost threaded it in there somehow, looking for Cornelius McCoy. But you see the great defense in the secondary of the Falcons is going to be tough to penetrate.
It is, but I tell you what, as soon as that ball went in the air and you saw McCoy running up the middle of the field, it made you hold your breath for a second because he still could have brought that in. So the defense is there, but he's able to put the ball right where it needs to be. And, if he's able to bring that catch in, a defender can't get to that ball.
No,
that was a really great pass.
Very good, accurate throw.
So Cleavon Thomas is deep, standing at his own 40. They faked the last one. Brown, the right-handed throwing backup quarterback, punts lefty, fumble, but able to cover it was Thomas. They had fumbled the opening kickoff, almost gave away the punt here.
I'll tell you what, if they're not willing to throw kick catch interference on that, then if you're not going to call it on that, you're not going to throw it in the whole game. Which I thought was weird because in earlier they already threw a personal foul because they were hitting the receiver. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they ran into him earlier.
Well, but still, the officials saw that earlier in the game, and now they're allowing it on the other side as opposed to getting ahead of it and making sure that you got to give the returner a chance to catch it.
Setting up a screen here, breaking one tackle, still on his feet, darting down the near side to the 45 is Cleavon Thomas.
That's how we got to. That's how they got to play. That's how they have to play. Move the ball with short little passes. Get the ball out the hand. Tricky little things like that. We had a motion. They had only one receiver on this side. He motioned away, and then they swung it to the back. That was to that same side.
Well, I'll tell you what, the thing I like is that, it's exactly what we were talking about. You got to get it out wide, but then you need Deerfield Beach. You've got to make open field tackles, and Cleavon Thomas is able to break one of those open field tackles and picked up the bigger gain.
Chad Joseph near side, excuse me, Lamb.
Go ahead, Ari.
They fake it to Thomas Samuels. Some room for the first time as he picks up a first down inside Deerfield Beach territory. Nice quick lateral move by Stanford Samuels.
This is a different formation here. If we take a look at it, once they get lined up, I'll take a snapshot of this one. You got two receivers on the same side and both of them on the line. This inside guy is an ineligible receiver, so he can't even go out for a pass. So if the defense knows that, they shouldn't even have anybody standing in front of him. We get a motion here, which is sometimes a little confusion there as I go back to the regular screen. And I look like, are they running the same thing? No, this is not the same thing this time.
Hicks to the right of Samuels. In the pocket, fires over the middle. And good for a couple yards as he connected with Caleb Thomas.
You said a couple. I don't know.
Am I exaggerating?
Well, but
I don't know about that one.
If you're throwing the ball in between the hashes, Rosendo Lewis is there. So you've got to get it wide. It's got to go outside, and preferably to the opposite side of the field. Because if it's anywhere between the hashes, Rosendo Lewis is there, and he was there, made a short time,
Not only Lewis Wetzel, but Gammon Eford, the underclassman, number 5. Keep an eye on this kid. He's going to be tremendous, being heavily recruited already. He has 15 sacks on the season.
Remarkable.
That was a big guy. While y'all was talking, that was a big kid.
Yep.
Ow.
So that false start on Flanagan. Be pushed back to midfield.
Oh, there we go. Got to come over that drive. Look, that is a big kid.
What number you got there?
That's 77.
That's the 400
That's 400 pounder?
Yep. That's Jamar Lambert.
I'm surprised they got some shoulder pads that could go over him. Does he even need shoulder pads?
Well, they definitely got him from the Dolphins.
You know what? They're right.
Yeah, we've had bigger kids in the past, and I've coached bigger kids in the past, and we always end up having to go to our guys at Rydell, go over to the Dolphins and get us what we need to get.
For the latest official news about Florida high school sports, including results of all rounds in the 2016 FHSAA football championships, visit FHSAA.org, the official website of the Florida High School Athletic Association. That's www.fhsaa.org. Catch live and on-demand postseason coverage of Florida high school sports at www.nfhsnetwork.com. Brought to you by the NFHS Network, the official online partner of the FHSAA. That's a lot of letters in the acronyms.
There's a lot of acronyms, yeah.
Man, I'm glad you read that, not me. I would have got frustrated and stopped. Man, I don't want this anymore.
From midfield, behind the left guard, stumbling forward is Fayon Hicks. Hicks, 5'11", 185 pound. He's already committed to the Badgers of Wisconsin guys as a cornerback, but he can do it all.
Well, he's taking a cue from Samuels, who last year had to play some QB, and this year's also having to play some QB. Doing whatever it takes for the team and playing both sides of the ball, and using their athletic ability both on offense and defense. You got to put your playmakers on the field.
I don't know if the fans at home can hear, but the crowd is going crazy because the referee moved the ball back.
3rd and 10, Deerfield Beach. Plenty of yellow jerseys up on the line of scrimmage. Samuels going deep downfield, and excellent coverage by number 15, Eldon Dorville, who was a recipient of that fake punt first down.
Little hand check in there, but they're not calling it. They're letting these kids play. It just dawned on me, you've got two Broward County teams in southern Broward County. You can guarantee that's a Dade County officiating crew because you can't have an official, the officials from the county that you're in the playoffs.
That is a great nugget.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. And we're so close to Dade County here at Flanagan High School. That's definitely a Dade County crew, and they're going to let them play.
Well, Samuels back on to punt. That is a high boot, great hang time. Takes a Falcons bounce inside the 10 and down to the 7.
7, yeah.
That thing went so high, I lost it in the dark. I ain't losing it in the light. I lost it in the dark. Like, where that thing went?
Mm-hmm. But that's great.
Higher than the light posts.
I'll tell you what, Flanagan defense has got to be happy coming back on the field. I mean, you've pinned them back this far. That's got to make Deerfield Beach a little bit nervous. The last drive they had, they backed him up. Aside from the fake punt, they backed him up every play. Mm-hmm. You know, up from that drive, they were Deerfield Beach's offense was losing yards.
Let's see if they back him up again. They might get a safety. We might.
If we're in a 3-2 game.
You guys called it. He said it'd be a defensive battle on the ground, plowing forward.
Tough carry by the freshman. Tough carry by the freshman, Knighton.
Well, we said 2 weeks ago that he was a good running back.
And he only has 100 and something yards in the season, you said, Ari?
Tackle made by Dylan Lester. Yeah, well, Knighton 178 yards. Wow. 58 carries. So Norwood averaged over 5 yards a carry. Knighton did a little over 3.
Gotcha.
He got hit so hard on that last play, he turned around and went back the other way a step or two. Then, I'm going the wrong way.
They are swarming. Although they're Falcons, so they wouldn't be swarming. They'd be flocking.
Third and 6.
Flocking to the ball.
Back on the field is Lewis. Kendrickson Lewis, 6'2", 265-pounder. Helm towards the sticks. I believe it's complete.
Oh, that didn't look like a
No,
that didn't look like it.
You got better eyes, Lamb.
That looked like it skipped. I'm looking at the telescope. That's how I can
looking
tell.
for Judy.
Yeah. No, it looked like he was getting looking for Henley. Judy was on the other side.
Leroy Henley unable to scoop that low pass up.
And he just went to the stick. He went to the stick and pretty much laid down for the ball. But it looked like he was skipping stones on a lake.
Watch the fake. Watch the fake.
Yeah, they're not faking now. I mean, don't get me wrong. I said it before, but I can't imagine anybody faking.
It was
here.
only like 10 yards a little ahead of what they are right now.
Yeah.
Still watch it.
Oh, that's true.
Alec Brown's punt is
that's
a
a
good
good
one. Fielded at midfield, fumbled again for the second time. But who recovered it, I believe, able to retrieve it was Cleavon Thomas.
Yeah.
I think we're going to see another return next time out.
A good opportunity here for the Falcons. They've got 3 minutes, guys, trailing 3-0. Ball at the 50.
You know, that's 3 punts from both teams. But that's been 3 punts where the ball's hit the ground before it gets to the return man.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want any part of this ball. That coverage team's getting down the field fast, and they don't want a part of this ball.
Did you see the first punt? The
Yeah.
guy got creamed.
Yeah,
That's probably why.
well, but that's what I'm talking about.
Illegally
Exactly.
before he was able to catch it.
Very true. But you see a guy get creamed. I don't know if I want to be out there at that, Coach.
So is that kind of like the brush back fastball?
Yeah.
You know,
Mhm.
get you out of the batter's box.
Exactly.
Got a little quads here at the bottom. 4 receivers at the bottom.
Designed run for Samuels. Good move to his right. A pickup of 6.
He
The
holding
44-yard
that
line.
ball. As he's running, he's holding that ball a little loose here. He might have to hold it a little high and a little tighter.
Very shifty. Excellent run by the senior QB.
4 receivers all to the near side. Shifting around here as the clock continues to tick. Another designed run to the weak side. Samuels spinning towards that first down marker. He may have gotten it with some second effort.
Yeah, I think he broke a tackle on the sideline. He was able to spin out of a tackle and lunge forward. It looks like where they're spotting it, he's going to pick up the first down.
They keep him in bounds. Clock is ticking. Plenty of time for the Falcons. 2 minutes remaining in the half.
If you hadn't noticed, Wetzel, they're running away from Rosando.
I would.
I'm sorry, Rosendo.
Everyone should.
First and 10 from the 40.
Crescendo's here. They're running it on the opposite side. They don't want no part.
Whether you got people over there or not, it doesn't matter. Just find 42 and go away.
Same formation as the previous play. And I believe looks like the Falcons.
Drive
They're
killer.
upset.
Yeah, Deerfield Beach is moving around a little bit, making some noise, but they're allowed, as long as they don't cross that line, they're okay.
Why do you guys think it's taking the Falcons so long to snap the ball?
It could be they're just trying to read. They're trying to see what's going on. They're trying to gauge where exactly the defenders are lining up, where the holes are. It looked the QB Samuels is doing a lot of running on his own, so he's got to try to find the crease and set things up.
They get it to him quicker this time. Big hit.
That's
Leveled
Kobe.
by
Old Kobe
number
again.
2, Kobe Green, 5'11" senior, who's deciding between Fresno State, Buffalo, among others.
We saw Kobe 2 weeks ago hit a couple running backs last week.
That's a 1-2 punch right there. 2 and 42, man.
That was a great job there by Crescendo taking on the blocker, forcing that play to go where it didn't want to go.
Yeah.
They wanted that play to go inside, but the linebacker stuck reverse shoulder on the pulling guard, made the play bounce outside, opposite of where the offense wants it to go, and we had the next guy come up and make the tackle. Great job there.
Deerfield Beach head coach Javon Glenn, defensive coordinators Manny Martin.
1 minute and 15 seconds left.
Yeah.
Manny has been doing some teaching there.
Oh, yeah.
Crowd hooting it up here near side on the Flanagan side. Deerfield Beach well represented. Dozens of fans on the far side.
Still with the empty set.
2nd and 15. Minute 15 and a half.
Oh, that was a great job there by the
sliding
corner.
down a little
Great
bit, Caleb
job by the
Thomas,
corner.
but Deerfield was there.
Great job by the corner.
I agree. That was a good job. He's got a blocker in front of him, and he's able to split it off.
As I pause it here, he got a block in front of him. The blocker's going to just try and get a block on him and allow the receiver to go inside. But what he does is he goes around this block so fast to get to the ball carrier, he has no opportunity to make the tackle.
Real quick with his hands.
Got his hands up, got off of him, boom, made the tackle in the backfield. Next play, and that's a holding.
Oh, yeah.
That's a great job.
Minute 9 now ticking. 3rd and 16 from the 48. They take a shot downfield here, guys, towards the end zone.
If you got the time. That's the problem,
Good
man. You
question.
got no time.
Good point. Samuels. He has the time. Fires. Nice pass completed to the 36 to Caleb Thomas.
He may have completed, but again, that corner was right on his back.
And I tell you what, that was no slow pass. That he
No.
fired. You're right, Ari. He fired it in there, and he still barely got it in there for the catch.
4th and 9. They're going for it. 30 seconds. Samuels. And nobody home.
Well, if he would have threw that ball on time, it might have got picked.
Yeah.
It may have gotten picked.
81 Marvin Alexander, the only receiver anywhere close to that one. 23 seconds. Deerfield Beach takes over on downs.
They're going to throw it long, too. They should.
Yeah.
I mean, what's
Yeah,
the worst that can happen
Judy,
right now?
Right? I mean, just
With Judy
Let
and
him run.
Henley and
Henley.
McCoy and,
They
and
take your
Davis.
pick.
Yeah, exactly.
If they got time.
That's it. If you got time, I mean, but that's that's the name of the game. I mean, Flanagan's going to come out there with essentially one defensive lineman, and everyone else is going to be standing up, moving around. Very New England Patriots style, multiple look defense.
You kind of called that one, too. Good job.
Holmes steps up,
And
trying to get the pass off. And completed out of bounds to the 42-yard line.
Nope, they didn't
pass
say out of
complete
bounds.
to
They didn't say out
Davis.
of bounds, did they?
He didn't get out of bounds. Well, it will
They
expire the clock if he does it. It says 14 seconds. They have stopped it to move the chains. Ball at the 42, which would give Deerfield Beach
injured players.
at least one, probably 2 plays. They've got a timeout left. There's an injured player for the Bucks.
Well, we talked about getting the ball out of his hand and whether or not you're going to have time. Well, that's how you create time. You step up in the pocket, and then you roll to the outside. You're getting pressure from the outside, and good job by Nick Holm there. He's able to step up in the pocket and find an area to the outside where you got Davis, who breaks off his route, just trying to find the sideline. Very smart, heady play by the senior wide receiver heading to USF, you said?
Yeah,
South Florida.
Davis.
USF.
If we get another look at this replay, I want to show you how he got hurt, because it might make somebody mad. If we get a chance. I don't know if we get a chance.
Well, they're helping the player up. Appears to be okay, does David Davis. Good sign.
Won't get to see it.
Oh, I'm glad he's up. I mean, it's like you said, it's a playoff game. You got to get after it, and he wants to come back in this game and make a play for his team.
Well, if you're gonna go down with your best.
Oh yeah.
22 is in Deshaun Davis for the Bucks.
Deerfield just called
Along
timeout.
with 80, that is Latavian Laster. They've had a couple additional receivers. Deerfield Beach will take a timeout, 14 seconds. Do you design one to the end zone here, guys, or are you looking for field goal position?
You know what? Field goal position is not a bad idea, but that only works if you got another timeout. Or you can get out of bounds. It's a lot risky. If not, if you're worried about that, then yeah, you got to put it in the end zone. Home can put it there. But if they're playing it deep, they're playing it deep to short. They're trying to keep everything in front of them. If you had another timeout, I send everyone deep, throw it to someone shallow, get to the middle of the field somewhere, and kick the field goal.
Rivera 1 of 2 here tonight.
Yeah, and he's got plenty of leg to kick it from 40 yards.
Not only that, how that defense is playing. 6 points might be enough to win.
Yeah.
Home, 4 receivers to his left. He'll go to the right. A miscommunication. Intended receiver Henley broke in, and Home was expecting to go towards the sidelines.
I feel like it might have been tipped also, because it hit the ground. It hit the ground awful quick. I mean,
it only took 2 seconds that play, so that's good news for the Bucks.
Yeah, exactly. But the way that ball hit the ground, I can't imagine any route with that ball. That ball would have been catchable.
Slant. And that ball thrown a bit high for McCoy. 9 seconds. I don't think that play would have helped the Bucks very much. It wouldn't have gotten them in field goal position. They may be better off that was not complete.
Maybe not, especially because of how fast the Flanagan defense is getting there. They're getting to the ball very quickly. But you got to if they're playing man coverage, those quick interior routes, if you can get it right past the linebacker, maybe you can use that drag from one of those inner receivers to get to the sideline and hopefully stop the clock again.
Let's see if they'll go end zone now. They're trying to lob it up. Excellent coverage there. Far side by that number 1 on defense. That's Fayon Hicks, the cornerback committed to Wisconsin.
Yeah, they're trying to get the ball to Henley on that side, and Hicks just isn't having it.
Well, you got that Hicks on one side going to Wisconsin, and Stanford Samuels on the other going to FSU, and that'll bring us to halftime. 3-0 Deerfield Beach. About what you guys expected, huh, Coach Wetzel?
Yeah, I'd have to say so. I mean, both defenses have been fantastic, and we're going to see what adjustments can be made. What adjustments can be made before at halftime to see who's going to be able to come out on top of this one.
Now hold up now. They may reset. They're talking about putting 3 seconds back up. That incomplete pass, I didn't think it took 9 seconds.
I didn't think so either. I mean, it definitely could have taken 6, like they're saying, put 3 seconds back on the clock, because once it hits the ground, it can't keep running anymore. So
Deerfield Beach will have a crack at the end zone here. 3 seconds. The ball at the 42. This could be an important 3 seconds when you got the weaponry that the Bucks have at receiver.
The question is whether The Deerfield QB, Nick Holmes, going to have the time.
Steps up nicely, lobs it up to the end zone, and it is incomplete.
Yeah.
Out of the back of the end zone. So pretty good opportunity, good toss by Holm. He put it up there. Plenty of gray jerseys, so the defenses dominate the first half. The lone score was a field goal for the Bucs as they take a 3-0 lead into the half. Which team will represent the BCAA in 8A moving forward into the regional final? We'll find out when we return for the second half here on Sports Blitz.
Sports Blitz Game Time is brought to you by one of our proud sponsors, Flanagan's. Sports Blitz Game Time is brought to you by one of our proud sponsors, John the Baker.
Welcome back to Flanagan High School, where we are ready for second half action. The Deerfield Beach Bucs leading 3-0. They will receive the kickoff to begin the second half here at the Nest at Flanagan High School.
Great defensive battle on our hands right now, 3-0.
And honestly, the only reason why they have the 3 is because of
defense.
Defensive field position battle.
Mm-hmm. Defense and special teams, actually. That's the end zone.
Boot into the end zone. For the kicker, Wilfredo Renderos, with a strong leg.
So he can kick off. His punting is not that strong, though, but he can kick off.
Well, field goal kickers will be a factor with these terrific defenses. The only opportunity has been Rivera. He's had 2 field goal attempts. He hit one of them. Nick Holm and the Bucs under head coach Javon Glenn. Offensive coordinators Calvin Davis for the Bucs. They try to get the ball moving against this stellar defense of Flanagan. Running right behind the right guard was the freshman Jalen Knighton.
Yeah, you saw that
with the tackle. Excuse me, Wetzel.
That's
right. Kadrickson Lewis.
Yeah, you saw there was a hole there. It just he didn't shift his gears a little bit. He went a little bit too strong into the hole, and it closed on him real quickly. He makes a little cut. He might have a little bit more.
Holm looking right. And flags come in a little late through the crowd's displeasure as Leroy Henley along with Dawood Davis en route.
I don't like the flag.
To me, the Flanagan crowd on this one.
To me, it feels late, but there was definitely contact where he can't get his arms up. So, I mean, I understand, but I want to say the official was waiting to see whether the ball was going to be caught or not.
But if you let them play, you let them play early.
Yes.
So you got to stick with that now.
I'm not going to argue that.
You started. You started the game off letting them play, letting them be physical. So now you got to, continue that on. Let them play, let them be
Consistency is the
physical.
key. I agree with you. I agree with you.
Nick Holm and the Bucks with the first down from the 37 after the defensive hold. Holm changing the play, alerting his lineman. Sends Knighton to his left. Gives to Knighton. He tries to get outside to the right to no avail. The quickness of the Flanagan defense. That is
Number 12.
number 12, Keandre Brown, linebacker.
There was a lot of penetration on that one. He's able to get in the backfield quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Nobody touched him. He ran that down, no problem.
2nd and 13.
Oh, that's not.
Pass was a bit low, and then triple teamed and gobbled up was Cornelius McCoy. Stanford Samuels there. Michael Williams. Charles was also there. Wesley.
There's a whole heap of birds.
Whole heap of birds, yeah, whole flock of birds. But I tell you what, that ball's not even, it's not just low, it's late too.
Right.
I mean, as soon as he steps back for the screen, they're coming.
Yeah.
They're coming 100 miles an hour, so you need to get that ball gone real fast.
Like another run formation.
Tough down to run, though, but 3rd and 17. They fake the handoff. Holm lobs it up over the middle, has his man tipped away by Samuels at the last moment as the Florida State recruit battled with the Alabama recruit, Jerry Judy.
Again,
That's a great play.
That's a 5-star and a 5-star, and the defensive 5-star ran underneath the ball, stuck his hand out there, and got it out.
To me, it looked like the ball was a little bit underthrown. He's got the angle right here, but he's got to slow down right there, and you saw it. It allows Samuels to catch back up to him. Great job by Samuels. He gets a hand up and is able to block that ball. Great job.
Brown thought about the fake again. It's a healthy punt off, and this time it's caught.
I
A
think
couple
I'm
of them have been bobbled, but this time Cleavon Thomas able to receive it cleanly. Go ahead, Lamb.
I'm with Coach Wessel. Why are they not throwing catch interference? Like
this
they're
the third
literally
time.
standing next to the guy. As
How
he
much
catches the
room do
ball.
you have to give him?
You got to give him 2 yard
Two
bubble.
yards.
Yeah, well,
I mean, that doesn't feel
you
like 2 yards.
guys, your case is absolutely correct then. We have not seen anywhere near
No.
2
No.
yards.
I haven't seen 2 yards.
No.
I mean,
We
Not
saw
even a
way-
yard. That's inside a
no,
yard.
it's inside a yard, absolutely. I mean, I don't think that they're getting 2 feet.
All right, different formation.
The crowd trying to encourage the Falcon offense. They have been stagnant. Credit the Deerfield Beach. Very talented defense. Taking a long time to snap the ball again. They get a block on the outside. Quick feet, picks up about 7 yards.
Is that
Cleavon
Judy
Thomas.
with the tackle? Yep, Jerry Judy pushed the receiver out. He's playing corner.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
yeah.
said, Coach Glenn said that Judy would get some time on both sides tonight. Regional semifinals, why not?
Oh yeah, you got to let your playmakers play. They got to get out there. He's had experience of playing DB for the last couple years, so he's primarily a receiver, and he's going to college as one. But he's an athlete, so he's going to get out in the open field and make a play.
Samuels looks right now downfield, one-on-one coverage, and it's Dorville again. Eldon's had a terrific game.
He has played a very solid game.
As you take a look at the keys to the game for Deerfield Beach, they got to spread the wealth. I mean, Nick Holm has got a solid 1-2 punch at running back. He's got 4 Division I wide receivers led by All-American Jerry Judy. And also Deerfield Beach, let the Joes have to play. Coach Lamb, you heard it's not always X's and O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes. Well, I'll tell you what, Deerfield Beach has 11 rated players for a total of 34 stars. That's 21 stars on defense alone. That's all kinds of athletes out there, and the Joes got to show up to play, while Flanagan only has 14 combined stars on both sides of the ball.
Ooh, big hit. There's one of the Joes. That's Dorville again, punishing the receiver Caleb Thomas. Strong throw from Samuels.
Wow. I think I will go to the other side now.
Flag is down on the far side.
As we take a look here at Deerfield Beach's this year's schedule, they beat Hollandale before forfeit, 30 points only. They lost to Grayson. That's
Georgia.
From Georgia.
Nationally ranked team.
30-0, 61. Whoa, 61 zip to. Wow, that's a lot of points.
That's a lot of points.
I can't get over that number. Whoa. St. Thomas Aquinas game was canceled, which they got a win for that one. Douglas 35-6. They lost to Monarch 35-7. They beat Piper 35-0.
They didn't lose to Monarch.
No, that's.
I was just going to say, I think that's wrong.
Yeah.
They might have. They should. I think they won against Monarch.
They're 8-2.
Yeah, that's a little. Somebody messed up. It's all right. We still love you.
3rd down and 7. Samuels, who's thrown the ball accurately, and another strike delivered for a 1st down as he connects with a big number 17, Zachary Dixon. I like the way Samuels has been throwing the football, guys.
No, he's putting a lot of zip on the ball, and he's getting the ball there fast. And you know what? He has to, because as fast as his defense is for Deerfield Beach, he's got to get the ball there fast.
Ball at the 43-yard line. Thomas. Samuels looks his direction, gets it to Cleavon, has a block, and out towards midfield. Losing his helmet, blocking for Cleavon was Caleb Thomas.
Going back to the keys, taking a look at the keys for Flanagan, you must protect this house. Listen, play comfortable, patient, poised football. Flanagan's 5-0 in the at home here in this stadium over the last 3 years, and you got to slow down the Bucks' offense. Deerfield Beach has outscored common opponents. Both teams that have played Western, both teams played Piper. Deerfield Beach has outscored them 62-7, while Flanagan only outscored them 33-7. And so far, that's what they're doing. They're slowing down this Deerfield Beach offense, and Deerfield's only got 3 points so far in this game.
Quick hitter to Thomas. Wrapped up around the block. Flag comes in
got a face mask.
Late. That'll be a face mask. Outside of the face mask is a strong play.
I was just going to say
on the outside.
I was just going to say that.
Eford. That's Gammon
15.
Eford.
You talking about who made the tackle?
Eford was in
15?
on the play.
Nope.
And Dorville.
Dorville was up there.
Yeah, that's Dorville.
Dorville, 15.
Yeah.
He was coming. I mean, listen, he came up hard. He's been doing that all game. Very aggressive defensive back, playing good over-the-top coverage as well as coming up making tackles. We've seen him split, shed the block and get up the field, making tackles on screens, making tackles on runs. He's an all-around defensive back. Wouldn't you say, Coach?
Oh, yeah. He's a great defensive back. He could tackle. He tackle and cover. That makes you a great defensive back.
Mm-hmm.
6'1", 170-pound senior.
And one thing about him,
showing blitz.
One thing about him too, the coaches they leaving him out there. Sometimes 2-on-1.
Mm-hmm.
Running up the middle, nice move. And then tackled by host of Deerfield.
And I tell you what, you got to feel good as a defensive coach here for Deerfield Beach when one of your corners is a 5-star All-American athlete and the other one is playing as good as Dorville's playing right now. You got to be confident from that perspective, don't you think so, Coach?
Oh yeah. I really am impressed with how Dorville is playing. When we saw him against Cardinal Gibbons, he did a great job there too. And now you got a 5-star guy.
Jerry Judy out there showing his athleticism and physicality.
You know they're not going to throw it over there because he is a receiver. So that ball goes in there, he might go up and get it himself.
They fake the jet sweep, and Samuels takes punishment from big number 99, Des Alexandre, the 6'4", 220 senior who's actually committed to NC State. It's a big kid.
Not much room to run.
Well, like I said, this Deerfield Beach defense, they've got 21 stars on defense. The 247sports.com .com, rating all the different athletes, all the different prospects. And, that's a lot of good ball players out there. And they're coming together making plays.
That's a lot of beef at that left tackle.
Oh, yeah.
In motion, Caleb Thomas now turns back the other way, and they get a player to jump.
And that's gonna be a nice 5-yard pickup on the penalty, but it's still not gonna be enough for a first down. They're still gonna have to make a play here on 3rd down and short.
3rd and 2. 27-yard line. Water break at the 6-minute mark.
Michael Vick on the sideline.
Yeah, Michael Vick is here.
Wow. What made him come to this game?
Rocky.
That look a Rocky. Chewing that gum, Rocky.
Bright House Sports Network, the official television partner of the FHSAA, is your home for high school sports. For expanded coverage of high school athletics and highlights from your favorite high school teams, visit bhsn.com. So all sorts of stars on the field, in attendance. Michael Vick. Got to like watching these high school athletes.
I'll tell you what, he's got to be impressed with some of the athleticism out there. I mean, this is 2 big-time Broward County programs, and, you're getting some of the best athletes in the country coming out of not just these programs, but Broward County alone. So, this is a big-time game, regional semifinal. So you can't be too surprised who shows up watching some of these big-time players out here.
There's a lot of scouts here tonight, too.
Uh-huh.
So Samuels and the Flanagan offense with a 3rd and short. Under center. Samuels looking for a crease, dives forward for a first down.
That dive,
Falcons.
That dive got it. If he wouldn't have dove, he would have got tackled short.
Yeah, he was stuffed right initially, and like you say, he just rolled off a little bit and was able to fall forward, pick up the first down.
He's pretty slippery, guys.
He has been. He's been very shifty all game, picking up a few more yards than Deerfield thought they were going to hold him to. And
here comes the pressure. He's not going to be able to slip out of that.
Going down
tackle. Alexandre is there with Eford, who has 15 sacks on the season. Emmett Eford.
I'll tell you what, I guarantee you they're in the huddle going, all right, I'll meet you there. I'll meet you there. Let's take off. They both fired off the line like they were shot out of a cannon. I mean,
they got back. That first 2 steps was in the ground fast.
Mm-hmm. I mean, if for a defensive line to be firing off that fast, I mean, yes, there's definitely quick twitch muscles, but I want to say their vision is fantastic because they're taking a look at the fingernails of that center, and as soon as they start turning white from squeezing that ball, they know he's going to snap that ball, and they take off even quicker than that.
Inside 4.5 minutes, sweeping to the right, has blockers in front. Excellent recovery, still on his feet though, fighting for a couple extra yards. Terrific run for Flanagan and Anthony Johnson.
Ooh.
Very hard-fought yards.
Maybe give him the ball a little bit more. Give him the ball a little more. That run, that was a good hard run.
Frustrated coaches up here in the press box, guys.
I'll tell you what, that's hard running from the Flanagan back. Excellent job getting up the field and lowering his shoulder. He's picking up a few carries here. I mean, it's still 3rd down and long. It's hard to think they're going to go back to it.
3rd and 12. Ball at the 28. And we'll take a timeout. Flanagan.
You know why this is a timeout here? 'Cause important play. You got to get some positive yards. Try and get it closer for your kicker, especially if you don't make the first down.
Mm-hmm.
It's important that you do not go backwards, because if you go backwards, you kill the field goal now.
Mm-hmm.
So it's important you get a couple yards, 5-6 yards. Try and get it as close to the middle as you can, and hopefully you can tie this up with a 3-3.
I mean, I totally agree with that, but you've got to get something. You've got to make some kind of forward progress.
Mm-hmm.
You can't do something that's going to shoot yourself in the foot. You don't need any penalties right here. Whatever it takes to get some points on the board.
The FHSAA is now on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat. Tweet us, like us, and tag us on your social platforms by searching for FHSAA. Keep up with the teams and people who strive to make high school athletics in the state of Florida the best. Be a fan of it all by following us on social media at FHSAA.
Taking a look at Rosendo Lewis and the Deerfield Beach defense.
You love that kid, huh, Wetzel?
Oh, he's as good as I've ever seen at linebacker. He plays with a lot of intensity, and he plays well in the open field. He's a heck of a ball player.
I think Wetzel likes him more than he likes that kid from Deerfield that he liked to come. Dillard, I'm sorry.
Samuel takes off. Takes a hard hit inside the 20. It'll be a bit shy here. It'll bring up 4th and short. They put themselves in range to go for it, or do they look for the tie with the field goal here?
Yeah,
Tie.
you got to put. You got to go. You got to kick the field goal because you don't know when you're coming back here.
Exactly.
It is 4th down and short. I wouldn't mind a hard count though.
They got a 4th and about 2. It looks like they line up for the field goal. We saw a strong leg from the kicker on the kickoff, Wilfredo Renderos.
Take a look at the play again. It's just the quarterback, Samuels. He sees the hole open up in front of him, and he's able to pick up a big gain.
Samuels is the holder. That's always a threat for a fake. There's the fake, and they flip it right into the defense. And a big hit there by Kobe Green.
There were a lot of yellow jerseys in the backfield.
We're struggling right now. Let's tie this thing up.
There's a lot of yellow jerseys. Good, a lot of penetration there from the front line. A lot of penetration in the backfield, and you saw once again Kobe Green is the one who brings down the ball carrier. He's there with it the whole time.
Got some frustration here in the press box. I think the Falcons were too happy with that play. The coaching staff up here.
Well, I can't imagine anybody would be happy with that outcome. Turnovers are always tough.
So 2.5 minutes to play, third quarter. Nick Holm.
He's still screaming.
Gets a motion. Fake the handoff. Rolling right. Oh, that breaks a tackle there. Nice move to try to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And it took an awful lot. A broken tackle.
Just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
I mean, good catch in the open field, and broken tackle just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10.
I think this game gives new definition to defensive standoff.
You said it was going to be this at the beginning.
Oh yeah.
You said it at the beginning. It's going to be a defensive game. Field position game.
Under 2 minutes to play, third quarter. That drive by Flanagan ate up most of this third period.
There's a lot of Flanagan defenders getting close to the line.
And flag down. Delay a game on Deerfield. They can afford to be backed up any further. It's getting 10 yards for a first down is a big challenge in this game.
It seems, yeah. Well, I mean, you saw the fantastic play of both of the defenses, and as soon as you get the ball out there, let's just say that you get the ball out there. It's a nice catch. There's several defenders around the ball at all times. There's really nowhere to go.
Take what you can get.
Oh, yeah.
And you get it.
Holm looking downfield. Lofts it up into double coverage, but Judy was there and unable to haul it down. Very close. I think getting a piece of that ball was Darnell Vickers. A good opportunity there for Judy.
Take a look at it again. You got a lot of Flanagan defenders within 10 yards of the ball. And then as soon as you got a little stop and go, Judy's able to get over the top right here. He's battling, but the ball hits him in the hands. He's got to bring that in. He's got some pressure from the defensive back all over him, but he's a 5-star athlete. He's got to pull that ball in, and that would have been a huge play for Deerfield Beach trying to move the ball.
Perfect pass by Holm.
Yeah, definitely had a little bit more distance than the last one to Judy.
3rd and 15. Home looking for him again in a double coverage. Excellent.
Good job.
Good job here. Incomplete. Hunter Getz was there.
Great job by Hunter Getz. He stays over the top. He's making a play on the ball the whole time. And as he goes up for the ball, he's able to body Judy off of the ball because he's making a play on it. Rather than playing the man, he's playing the ball. He's playing it over the top. Looking at the QB right there, he's opening his hips, he turns to go. He sees the ball the whole time. And as he gains position, he's able to get his body in the way of Judy and prevents him from getting close.
Watch that fake.
Nice hang time here. Looked like there was contact again. Flag is down. The ball is on the ground, but interference
We finally got
of the punt receiver. And they could throw a flag pretty much on every punt tonight.
Finally
Two of
got
them have been hit, hit,
Yeah.
before they've been able to make the catch.
Yeah, this one was definitely hit. He ran by him and grabbed his waist and pulled him to the side. So I guess that's the benchmark.
It's criteria. Yeah, you
that's
got
criteria.
Actually,
if you actually touch him,
you have to actually touch. You can get as close as you want, but when you touch him, that's when you get the flag.
Get inside his jersey.
Exactly.
Well, after the fake field goal, the defense able to hold Deerfield deep, and now they've got excellent field position at the 38-yard line after the interference on the punt.
Great starting field position.
Let's see if the Falcons can capitalize. Trailing by 3-zip, minute 10 to play third quarter.
They took Judy out from corner. Oh, got it upfield. Got to get upfield.
Tries to get to the perimeter. Cleavon Thomas, the dangerous wideout, heading to Kentucky.
You got to get up on this defense. You got to get upfield. Going side to side. You working out. You playing right into their hands.
Rosendo Lewis was there.
He's always there.
I was just going to say you didn't even have to say that.
No, he's
It was on his side of the field. Just automatically assumed.
Yeah, it's a good
well, but I mean,
somewhere.
that's a screenplay to the sideline, and the middle linebacker gets there before there's a gain. Come on, man.
It's a little impressive.
Yeah.
And he's not lined up outside either. He's in the tackle box.
Good blocking. Johnson picks up a few, dragged down by number 18, Cornelius Doe.
That's 28.
You got 28?
28 with ball carrier. And I tell you what,
Ashton Pierre.
that's the second carry in a row that he's had that he's fallen forward. He's gaining positive yards. If you're going to pick up those yards, pick them up on first down, make second and third a little bit easier. But now you've got a third down that's at least more manageable.
Ashton Pierre has 8 sacks, 3 interceptions this season. Samuels on third down. Beautiful pass. First down. Falcons. As Lewis picks up Caleb Thomas and throws him to the turf, but not after a Flanagan first down. Another accurate pass by Samuels.
That was a good job finding the inside
I thought they were
receiver.
getting holding. If you look on the top of the screen, the tight end or offensive lineman 77, he definitely holds him. And it looks like the official, the white hat's trying to reach for his flag, but can't find it or doesn't pull it out or something.
It's going to be hard for Lambert to get away with anything with his size.
Yeah, well, I'm telling you, it looked like holding on that one, but I guess they disagree, and Flanagan picks up the first down, marching down the field.
They will have first and 10 from the 24-yard line when we begin the fourth quarter in the regional semifinal. Deerfield Beach holding on for now, 3-0 here on Sports Blitz.
Sports Blitz Game Time is brought to you by one of our proud sponsors, Flanagan's. Sports Blitz Game Time is brought to you by one of our proud sponsors, John the Baker.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Nest here at Flanagan High School. The start of the fourth quarter, 3-0 Deerfield Beach. Flanagan driving, hoping to take the lead or at least get on the scoreboard and tie it. Here as we start the fourth in the regional semifinals, a rematch of last year's semis. Stanford Samuels to the outside, complete again to his man, Cleavon Thomas.
Yeah, he's called his name a few times today. He hasn't got a whole lot of yards, a whole lot of plays downfield, but they're trying to get the ball to their playmakers and hoping that one of these times they're going to break a tackle in the open field and take it the distance.
No, second and short, about a long yard.
Take a look at the replay again. He gets it up, gets the ball out wide, and you got a great job by Cleavon Thomas. He's getting the defensive back away from his body and just trying to get up the field as far as he can. Picks up a huge 9-yard gain.
Thomas in motion. To the ground and pummeled in the backfield. What a hit by number 11, Breon Bird, who's considering Virginia Union, South Dakota, among others, a senior.
So there's a lot of people on the Deerfield side that can hit you. That is a fierce Deerfield Beach defense. They are very aggressive, and they will come get you if you're not paying attention.
That big 77 missed the block on linebacker.
Yeah.
His running back going to get mad at him about that one.
Yeah, Flanagan is going to call a timeout here. 3rd and 4 from the 16-yard line. Big play. 11 minutes to play in the game.
Again, like last time. I'm taking a look. We'll see. Lineman here, big 77, misses the linebacker. Boom. Got hit in the backfield, taking off his feet. Good form tackle.
The Florida High School Athletic Association recognizes its corporate partners who help make the FHSAA Girls Volleyball Championship possible. Grassroots Sports, the official merchandising company of the FHSAA. Gatorade Thirst Quencher, Fueling the Future, C2CSchools.com. For all of your game score, stats, schedules, game directions, and more. Main Light Events, the official photo company of the FHSAA. Balfour, the official supplier of championship rings for the FHSAA. Bright House Sports Network, the official television partner of the FHSAA. And Wilson, provider of the official game ball for the 2016 FHSAA Girls Volleyball Championships. 3rd and 4.
Big down.
Samuels has Johnson to his left.
Watch out for Cleavon Thomas again.
Here it is. Here comes the blitz. Samuels eludes it to his right. Pressure, throws to the end zone, and it is incomplete. Actually had a receiver out there who got his hands near that reception, guys. Close. Good throw by Samuels to bail out, put it in play.
Yeah, there was a lot of pressure. There was a lot of pressure there. He's sitting in the pocket and feeling pressure coming from the outside, and he's able to somehow get around it and make a play downfield, and it wasn't enough to make the connection. But see, 4th down, bringing out what looks like the field goal crew.
So this will be a 33-yard field goal kick for Wilfredo Renderos. They faked the last one. Renderos to tie.
I don't think the booth will be still here if they fake this one again.
We may have to dart out of here if they try that. Renderos, it's high and straight, and it is no good. He missed it a little bit to the left, I think, guys. He had plenty of leg.
Really? It looked good up here, but I mean, I don't know.
Nah, they got a better view. They're right underneath the poles.
I'm not going to judge them for that. I mean, like you said, they got, just like you said, they got the better view. But
Correct.
that's a tough one to miss. That's a tough one to miss. You know, from
He sure had the leg for it, though.
That's just me.
yeah.
6-game playoff winning streak on the line for the Falcons, having outscored their opponents 168 to 38.
Let's see if we can get a look at
Good
it.
snap and hold. He gets the
Look-
ball
look
up.
Look how high that
Rosendo Lewis. Good
Lewis.
Lord.
What an athlete.
Can we even see the ball?
No, it's up there.
Disappears into the night.
Yeah.
And first play from scrimmage is a running play to the 21. Now, this is
Right now,
a big possession, I feel like, for Deerfield Beach. I think the momentum is certainly with the Falcons. They've been moving the ball a bit better than the Bucks have been. And you don't want to give them great field position again.
I feel like the only success that Deerfield really had was in the first quarter when they had 2 possessions in deep in Flanagan territory. And since that, they really haven't had a whole lot of movement.
Yeah, they have not been successful on the ground or through the air.
No, not at all.
one of those times that were down in the red zone, that's when they got the field goal. They got it early.
Yeah, they got it early.
That's literally, like you said, that's been it. They've been on their side of the 50, sometimes even in the inside the opposite 20.
And it's funny because they've had 2 field goal attempts, but they missed one of them. I mean, they missed one of them. So.
Yeah. Another 5-yard penalty. The penalties have hurt them as well. A couple of big holding calls to halt drives. Quarterback keep after the fake handoff. Pickup of about 6 for Holm, who had 41 rushes this season. Only averages about 3 yards per carry. Yeah.
Well, but I'll tell you what, it's a good change of pace. Nobody saw that coming.
Right. And what happens is, too, because they've been handing it off so much, everybody runs to the running back.
Oh, yeah.
He comes out. He gains about 5-6 yards. Get out, young man. Get out.
Home 3rd and 6. He won't get there. They go to the outside and quickly pursuing to make the tackle are the Falcons.
I mean, is it me, or when they throw the ball, especially to someone, whether it be a screen or whether it be a flare out of the backfield, it seems like they're wide open. But as soon as the ball gets there, it's like
it's not open anymore.
It's not open anymore. The defenders are transported, just magically using the flash skills or something.
That gap closes in a hurry.
Oh, it closes real fast.
They're using instant transmission. Dragon Ball Z fans.
There you go.
That almost hit
somebody?
The back of a Falcon player. Deerfield Beach thinks it did.
Nope.
I don't know for certain. Anyway, somehow Cleavon Thomas comes away with the football, so that makes a moot point. I don't know. But I don't know if that did make contact with a Falcon player. Deerfield Beach was hopeful there.
Yeah, they were hoping, but when Thomas came up with it anyway, it didn't make much difference.
No.
Right, but they had the right idea in mind. Dive for it, just in case. You never know.
Yeah.
Because if you get it, then the referee, okay, I give you the ball.
Good punt by Alec Brown, though, guys.
Let's see if we can see it hit somebody.
Does it hit?
Didn't look like it there.
I didn't think it did either. Think it did either, but Thomas came up with it.
21 and 8 just had a fight for the ball, and number 8 won.
Oh, yeah.
First and 10 for Stanford Samuels.
Big drive.
And the Falcons.
Big drive.
They've been able to move the ball 2 possessions in a row into field goal range. They faked the first attempt and then missed the second. They have 8:40 to play, trailing 3-0, picked off.
And that's Judy, too.
Judy, watch out. If he picks up a block, he's gone. He gone. Touchdown. Bucks.
Oh, wow.
Jerry Judy making his presence felt on the defensive end.
If he was getting in the end zone, we didn't think it was going to be from a defensive touchdown.
No.
But that's what it looks like. Ball looks like it was a little bit underthrown. Judy read it the whole way. His eyes are on the QB. Unbelievable. Five-star wide receiver.
And I just said, said he's on defense.
He's on defense, yeah.
Big drive, he's on defense. And they threw a stop to him. And he jumped the stop.
Mm-hmm. Well, Jerry has had a tough time getting his hands on the ball on the offensive end, so comes up with the enormous play defensively. Extra point is put right through by the kicker, Rivera.
I have to take a look at the replay.
He is not part of our broadcast crew, but I'm sure we're picking one of the assistant coaches up here in the press box.
Yeah, Judy did a good job. Like I said, his eyes are on the QB. They're playing his zone coverage, and his eyes are looking back. He's looking at it the whole way, knowing that he's got help over the top. And as soon as he makes contact with it, he breaks off of his coverage and was able to put two hands on it. And I tell you what, those hands are used to coming, catching passes that are meant right for him. But this one wasn't meant for him at all, and he's still able to grab a hold of it.
That was a great return, too, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Great return.
Coach Samuel definitely concerned. He and his staff and players in the crowd now. They're feeling pretty good. They felt the momentum definitely on their side here in the second half. Everything but the scoreboard. But now that big play by Judy, and the Falcons are in trouble.
Yeah, they're going to have to move the ball. And just like you said, they've had some success. They've had some success moving the ball. They've had some success, a little bit more. And just like you said, you feel like the momentum was on their side. And, with 8 minutes and 25 seconds left in this game, they're going to have to take a play here, and they're going to have to lean on one of their playmakers to do it. Who knows if what's going to happen on this kickoff? Maybe one of these returns can help spark the offense.
They're going to have to kick 5 yards deeper. Rivera pooched it up to short man. Deerfield Beach does not want to allow a run back. They got Fayon Hicks back there, the dangerous return man.
As well as number 4 for Flanagan as well.
Yep, Caleb Thomas.
Well, Caleb Thomas had a return earlier in the game after the field goal. That was a great return. He was able to bring it out to, getting close to midfield, right around the 40-yard line. So when they back this guy's up again.
8:25 to play. Rivera. They'll kick it to the deep man this time. Hicks with an opportunity, bursting up the middle. Watch out! One man to beat, and he's dragged down. Well, saving tackle for Deerfield Beach, and number 22, Deshaun Davis. The sophomore comes up big. Otherwise, Hicks was gone.
Oh, you're absolutely right. That's a game-saving, or it's a touchdown-saving tackle right there. Hicks explodes through the holes. You take a look right here. He's able to go a little bit to the right, and then as soon as he finds a crease, he cuts back to the left against the grain and gets vertical past the 50-yard line into Deerfield Beach territory, right around the 46, 47-yard line. And that gives, maybe this is the spark they need to get this offense moving.
Excellent field position to begin this drive. Samuels. And that is nearly picked off, is it? I think it is. Another interception for Deerfield Beach. This time it is number 2, Kobe Green.
Kobe Green will come up and hit you, and he's playing over the top.
Well, that's his 6th interception of the season. So not only can he hit you, Wetzel, 43 tackles on the year, but 6th INT.
Oh, yeah. Well, like I said, he's playing over the top right here. He makes a play on the ball. He's turning to run with it. And as soon as that ball comes down, he's able to make sure it comes down with him.
All Deerfield's going to do now is just run the ball. They're going to run the ball 3 times. Run 3 times, punt the ball if they don't get it first.
Yeah.
You're up 2 scores now.
8:05 left.
Yeah. In the clock, huh?
All you're doing is bleeding the clock now.
Oh. And there's the first handoff. Actually, Holmes going to keep it.
After the slide down. Don't take
fake.
the hit. Keep
Yeah,
the clock going.
Listen, as aggressive as Flanagan's been, shutting down everything in between the tackles, it's not a bad idea to try to get it out wide. So, hopefully suck him in with the read option run and then break it to the outside. But, he's not going to get much.
Jakari Norwood is the running back alongside Holm.
Right now, he don't need to get much. All he needs to do is keep the clock running. Just like they're doing right now.
Give it to Norwood. Tries to get outside, cuts it back. Oh, the ball is on the ground. That's the one thing they could ill afford to do. And recovered by Flanagan. And number 52 has had an excellent game, Kadrickson Lewis.
But the thing is now they're gonna they gotta throw it to win, and Deerfield knows that, so they're gonna put people in spots to stop them from throwing the ball.
If it's a turnover, how's the clock running?
The clock running.
Yeah, they said he was down, but
had
Flanagan's got their offense on the field. Now, is the PA guy allowed to give them advice?
Well, either way, the officials are stopping it right now to discuss it, because what happened is the white hat is saying that the receiver was down. However, the sideline judge, the side judge, he's saying no, the ball came out first.
Let's take a look here. Oh yeah, that ball's out. That ball is definitely out. That's a good job. I think it looked like who was it? Who was on the tackle?
Number 20 is right there.
Don't know if he was on the tackle. He was close. Let's see. Yep, 20 and 15 is the one who pulls it out. Yeah, 15 pulled it out.
Michael Williams. So another opportunity. The Falcons still alive.
Down life support, but she's still breathing. Two high safeties.
Ball at the 20.
Two high with quads, throw it to the quad side.
Flag it down.
Offside.
We'll go against Deerfield Beach.
Get a free 5.
Ball at the 16-yard line.
The way they were just lined up to their quads, they should throw it to the 4 receiver side. There's 4 offensive guys. There's only 2 defenders out here.
Yeah,
you throw it out there real fast on the bubble.
Over. You got to shift over there. They're not.
Okay.
Pass complete, first down to Cleavon Thomas. A late flag comes in. That may be roughing the quarterback. Eford was in there along with Alexandre.
Roughing the quarterback, personal foul.
So Deerfield Beach with the game in their hands.
Take a look at Thomas right there. Get his hands off.
In the face.
And that ball's out. He's able to beat the press and then get to the inside for the catch. Excellent job by our camera crew getting that angle.
Yeah.
As Thomas comes up with a big catch, and now the penalty that goes on top of it.
Ball at the 4.
Once again, you got quads on the top of the screen.
Timeout Deerfield Beach as the Bucks look to regroup. Who could feel the big regional semifinal victory, but then fumble the ball away instead of running out clock. It's given the Falcons life.
Take a look at last week's the regular season final from Deerfield Beach and Cardinal Gibbons, as Deerfield gets on there early with a touchdown. Moving the ball very well.
Well, football fans, more highlights. We'll check first.
And you got Jerry Judy going over the top, able to pick up a huge touchdown. Deerfield Beach really moving the ball very well, but towards the end of the game, they actually let this one slip away from them. And looks like right here, you're going to get junior defensive back Ron Harge makes the diving interception, which is the game-sealing interception to finish the game from 2 weeks ago against Cardinal Gibbons.
First and goal. Samuels, a crease diving to the end zone, and they said he was down just shy.
Just shy.
The inch mark.
Inch or 2 inch line.
Clock ticking, so the coaching staff says, line up and get it in the end zone, guys. Trailing by 10. Samuels surveying. And draws Deerfield offsides. More importantly at that moment, stops the clock, I think, because another inch won't make a big difference.
No, I agree with that, and that's going to be the key right there. And it's not so much that you get the extra inch, but now that defense is maybe a little bit gun shy because they just got an offsides penalty. Maybe you're going to get a little bit more fire from the Flanagan offensive front.
And touchdown, Stanford Samuels and the Flanagan Falcons. Finally on the scoreboard here with 6:20 showing in the fourth quarter. We have an injured Deerfield Beach player.
We got a whole new ball game here.
Now the pressure will be on the Bucks offense to run clock, keep the drive alive.
Well, I mean, for me, it's not just running clock. You're going to have to move the ball. You're going to have to pick up first downs, and they haven't had a whole lot of success doing that. You know, their lone touchdown has come from a defensive interception return, and your field goal was when you had a turnover, and you had great field position. You know what I'm saying? So you haven't had a whole lot of success moving the ball against this very stout Flanagan defense. And if you don't start picking up some first downs, you're giving them the ball right back again.
Injured player being attended to. So the fumble from the Bucks gives Flanagan life. They push it in the end zone behind Stanford Samuels. Bucks player to his feet. Good to see. To be all right. You get a number there, Wetzel?
Number 5. Looks like number 5, the defensive end.
Gemming it. Eford.
As you see, Flanagan lines up for the extra point.
Renderos. And kicks it through. Big extra point to bring Flanagan to within 3. 10-7. And now the pressure is on both teams here in the final 6:20. One mistake by either side could clinch it.
Well, I'll tell you what, you know, you've got, on one sideline, you've got a team that is full of athletes, but they haven't had a whole lot of success today. And even despite that, they're still winning this game. On the other sideline, you've got a poised football program that is gaining momentum, and they're coming off of last season where they took it to the house and won a state championship. So there's a lot of poise on that sideline and a lot of fight. You know, guys that have worked their butts off for 2 years, and they're used to the pressure situations, high pressure situations. So, you know, I'm very interested to see how this one plays out.
Renderos. Got a strong leg. Let's see how they play this if they want to kick it out of the end zone again. He's got the leg to do it. And that looks to be the game plan into the end zone. So Deerfield Beach will start at their 20. Up by 3. The only touchdown for the Bucks today was a defensive touchdown scored by their offensive star, Jerry Judy.
Yeah, like I said, they're going to have to pick up some first downs. They're going to have to find a way to move the ball. They have not had very much success at all, either running or passing, against this very well-coached, very stout Flanagan Falcon defense. And if they don't find a way to pick up some first downs, they're going to be giving the ball right back to them with more than enough time, with 6 minutes and 20 seconds left, to try and either tie this game up or go ahead late here in the fourth.
A long huddle during this break.
I was just about to say that
for the Bucks.
Definitely need to hurry up before they get a delay of game.
Football fans, the best games are yet to be played. Make plans to attend the 2016 Florida High School Football State Championship Games, hosted by the Central Florida Sports Commission and the City of Orlando. The intense action takes place at Camping World Stadium in Orlando, December 8th through the 10th. Tickets start as low as $12. The first play is a loss. Knighton on the run. Come out and watch the best in Florida high school football play. Visit the FHSAA website at FHSAA.org for more information.
The Flanagan defense, they're flying around the ball.
Literally.
Literally. Those Falcons, they're flying.
Literally.
Inside 6 minutes. Holm going to the air, going deep into double coverage.
Oh, good
and
job.
Tipped away.
Good job by Hunter.
That's Jerry Judy trying to haul it in double coverage.
He played
You guys
that
surprised at that play?
Huh?
Yeah, I mean, you want to try and shock them, but, you know, they've done a lot of that. They're coming quads on the bottom of the screen, and they're not going anywhere near it. I don't understand why. Thrown into double coverage, you got, you know, 2 guys over there, including Falcons number 10,
Hunter over the top.
Hunter gets, and he makes a great play on the ball. He's looking for it. He's a receiver, so he's looking for the ball. He's got great hands.
He literally looked back for that ball, and he didn't want it. His big thing was not letting him catch it. Good job there by the front 7, stopping the run.
And they go back to the run at 3rd and 11. Pick up a few.
Yeah, we got to. I mean, Deerfield Beach is going to have to get rid of the ball. They got to come up with a defensive stop. The defense has been they've been put in a bad situation. They got tons of good athletes out there, but they're going to have to come up with at least one more stop if they hope to come out of this one alive.
Alec Brown will punt it away.
Watch the fake.
End over end. And it hit the helmet, I believe, of a Deerfield Beach player. So that's going to give the Falcons excellent starting position at the 46-yard line. And they couldn't ask for anything better than that, really, to start. 4:50 to play. Flanagan, 3 points away from tying this game.
Take a look at this punt one more time. It looks like he's actually got the option if he wanted to. He had a ton of time. Yeah, it's like you said. It looks like it bounced off a Deerfield Beach cover man.
So Flanagan, who spirits are absolutely lifted. They were down 10-zip, and Deerfield Beach had the ball until the turnover led to the TD.
4 receivers up there and only 3 defenders.
See if the Deerfield Beach defense can come up with another big play. Samuels darts to the outside, cuts it up for the first down. Dragged down from behind by, is that number 6?
I couldn't see. Looked like it was 6.
Cornelius McCoy on the field. Another talented wide receiver going both sides of the ball.
Oh, 77 took number 99 for a ride.
1st and 10, 4.5 minutes to play. Regional semifinal.
Upfield.
Dangerous pass, but received. And good for about 4.
They got to get a little better block, though, out of that, bro. One of them, excuse me, one of those receivers. The one defensive back that's on the inside, he is literally running through the receiver. Got to get a much better block than that.
Under 4 minutes, Flanagan almost nearing into field goal range.
It's again 3-on-4.
Samuels will run it.
Upfield.
Slips shy of the first down.
Offensive lineman helmet off. He got to come out.
So big number 72 will have to depart. That is Troy Engel, 6'5", 280-pounder.
You got numbers on the inside, so they run the ball on the inside. Whoa, 77 again.
3rd down and 3, guys. Big play here. 3:10 to play. 2 down territory.
Might run it left.
It's like Samuels 4 receivers to his left, and
took too long.
you have a delay a game when you clock is your opponent as well. That's a tough one to swallow.
3rd and 9. It's a little bit more difficult now. Deerfield Beach has got to be hoping they can get after the QB and make something happen here. I mean, you want to put them in a situation where they got to take a gamble. And at this distance, I can't imagine them bringing on the field goal unit.
Well, that's a big penalty there. Flanagan's taken a long time to snap the ball all night, and that one costs them.
They spent to tell that offensive lineman to come back. Didn't
Yeah, 'cause it wasn't a play.
Didn't go off. The play didn't go off. Yep, there he is. They sent him back off. Is it the right call?
So coming in, back into the game is Daniel McVeigh. Three minutes to play.
From this distance, I would say this is 2-down territory. Run the ball here, see what you get.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Run the ball here, and then maybe on the next one you try and pass it. But right now you got to run it, keep it on the ground.
Well, if they're going to run, it's going to be Samuels.
Uh-oh.
Looking to throw, and he is sacked.
Down.
4th down and long. So the penalty brings up a throwing down, 3rd and 9, and Gammon Eford, 15 sacks coming in, makes his presence known big time.
Absolutely
Great
exploded
move.
off the
Great
edge.
move. Dipped that shoulder,
He
got
dipped it.
right
Yep.
underneath that tackle. Didn't have a shot.
He's so big. He's so big and so strong. He's able to keep him off.
Right.
But the problem is that when you dip that shoulder, you make yourself small.
Mm-hmm.
And he made himself small and went right underneath
him.
the hands.
Mm-hmm.
And he couldn't get a hand on him. Couldn't stop him and push him out.
Samuels did a good job to hang on to that football.
Yeah,
Oh,
'cause
yeah.
He didn't even see it coming.
No, he got blasted.
So 4th and about 15.
We could take another look. You'll see that inside shoulder drops. Boom! Right there, he goes right underneath the tackle, and hits pay dirt.
Mm-hmm.
So Flanagan takes the timeout.
That's a textbook move there.
Oh, yeah.
He listened to coach on that
Oh,
play.
yeah,
He
yeah.
listened. That's coaching now.
Reach down and pick up the handkerchief.
There you go.
You dip the
grab
shoulder,
grab
reach,
that dirt.
grab the
and he
grass.
went
Grab
right
the grass,
underneath
right?
him. That was excellent.
Mm-hmm.
Flanagan sideline, hoping here keep their season alive here in the regional semifinals. They've won their last 6 playoff games. 4th down and 14. Stanford
down.
Samuels. Timeout called by Deerfield Beach.
Smart call, coach.
As they take a look at the offensive stat. So Coach Javon Glenn
Get everything.
gets the
what you want.
TO.
That's a great timeout there by Deerfield.
2:39 to play. Well, last year, championship time for the Falcons. What a season it was.
Taking a look back at the state championship game. Great job by the coaching staff, head coach Devin Bush at the time. Bringing another state championship here to Broward County. BCAA state championship.
And the Falcons hoping to return this year. Deerfield Beach standing in their way right now, and a 4th down. You see it. They went out over Osceola in impressive fashion.
Got some work to do if they
What
want
a
to get
season
back.
it was. 4th and 14. Samuels, I'm sure, will be looking for Cleavon Thomas.
See if he
How
got
much time will he have?
Uh-oh.
And throws it downfield. Nobody there. Well covered. All yellow jerseys. And the Deerfield Beach Bucks have 2.5 minutes to drain off the scoreboard. So if they do not turn it over, they can pretty much run this clock out.
Well, it's depending on how many timeouts. It looks like
Flanagan has none.
Flanagan's got no timeouts left. So yeah, they're going to be able to. Surprisingly, you didn't get a whole lot of coverage or a whole lot of pressure just the front line was trying to get after it, but you didn't have any extra blitzers. You had a lot of guys deep in coverage, including guys over the top on that last play.
Well, they were playing the pass. That's all it was. They were playing the pass. They didn't want to run upfield, run past the quarterback to allow him to run for the first down. So they basically rushed under control, forced the pass. They had everybody back deep, and got a turnover on downs. Now Deerfield's finna just run the ball.
You think they'll run it or just take a knee? They fumbled it the last time. They give it to the freshman Knighton. They trust the ball in his hands. It was Norwood, their reliable junior, who fumbled in their previous series. Now they give it to the freshman, and the clock continues to tick. Would you guys hand it off again or just take a knee?
If it's not something that you practiced a whole lot, you never know if, with 2 minutes left in the game, if you pick up a first down here, then yes, you absolutely take a knee. So I would run the ball until you either pick up a first down. If not, you may not be able to run it completely down.
And I would do the exact opposite of what you just said. I would take a knee.
Yeah.
Now they hand it off again, and Norwood takes some punishment as he just seals that ball. So Flanagan doing their job. They haven't given up an inch.
Take 3 knees, kick the ball, and then the last, maybe 20 seconds or so, your defense come out, everybody play back, go home happy.
Yeah.
And you know what's funny, too? Deerfield has a very good chance as of right now to win this game.
Yeah.
And not one offensive touchdown.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was offensive player.
Yeah.
But not on offense.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
So third down. We'll see if they take the knee here. Nope. They'll continue on the handoff, cost them a yard. So this will tick well under a minute. And they'll bring the punter out, who they've got a good punter in Alec Brown. The ball's very reliable in his hands as well.
That's true.
Now, do you think he just kicks it out of bounds?
I would, but here's the other thing. Coach Lamb, when it comes to running the ball instead of taking a knee, if you take a knee, they set the ball a lot quicker.
Good point.
If you run the ball, it takes them another couple seconds. If you're going to kick the ball here, then you absolutely let it run down, take the 5 yards, and run as much time as you can, or take the timeout right as it gets down to the. You got 3 timeouts
That's what
left
it looks like
Deerfield
they've done.
each.
Yeah, Deerfield has taken the timeout rather than take the penalty.
Yeah.
So they stopped the clock at 25 seconds.
I'll tell you what, this wouldn't be if you have a rugby style kicker, I'd hold on to the ball
and just
run one side left
yeah.
and then
because you know what you did with that fake?
Yeah.
With that fake, you made now everybody not rush and watch.
Yes.
Because they have not rushed the punt since they faked it.
They haven't. So now, just get the snap and hang out.
Right.
Well, they're going to come after
But
him.
yeah, they're probably going to come now because they don't have a choice.
Ball's at the 43. And you got to figure Flanagan's going to bring everybody in towards this punt.
I agree. And, going back to the keys of the game, spread the wealth. They really didn't get a chance to spread the wealth today. The Joes have to come to play. Well, guess what? The Joes came to play on defense.
Did.
Flanagan Falcons, protect this house. You've seen turnovers. You've seen the crowd get into it. You've seen, just unbelievable job, trying to protect this house and doing everything they can. Slow down Deerfield's offense. They absolutely did that. I can't even tell you, how many Deerfield first downs do they have? It can't be many.
No, I was just going to say, and then when they did get a first down, they went backwards.
Yes, that's true.
And there it is. It's a short punt, angled to the sideline. Nicely done there.
Good job by the punter.
Nicely done by Brown. No opportunity for Flanagan as they have an injured player.
20 seconds.
20 seconds on the game clock on the scoreboard.
Look like we have a cramping player for the Falcons. So 20 seconds, guys. Looks like the ball sits at the 28-yard line.
Whatever it is, it has to go out of bounds.
No timeouts left. They got to get in field goal range.
I have to get out of bounds.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, it has to be caught and out of bounds. But with 20 seconds and that long way to go, they're going to have to pick up a chunk of it in one play, which is going to be rough.
But it's going to have to be a short play. It's going to have to be something that is short that can then get out of bounds because
Correct.
Deerfield's not going to let anything deep over the top.
No.
They're
there's
playing
no
it
way.
deep to short, so it's going to have to be something, whether it be a drag, whether it be, some kind of crossing, 3 people deep and then bring someone underneath. I'm not saying a screen pass, per se, but it's going to have to be a mid-range route where, he can then get out of bounds, whether it be to the sideline or something to the middle of the field where he can then run to the sideline.
It ain't going to be toward the middle because you know who's in the middle.
Oh, that's true. Stay away from Rosendo.
Wesley Charles is okay.
You got
After being helped to his feet.
Judy already on the field.
Oh, yeah.
Look how far those safeties are. 5, 10, 15. They're 20 yards off the ball right now. They are not. The safeties are not even in the screen. And Judy is not in the screen either. You got one defensive back in the screen, and he's starting to bail already.
Well, they may give him a 10, 15-yard pickup. That would help the Falcons' cause here. Samuels with time, stepping up, hurls it down the middle, and it is intercepted by Kobe Green, his second of the day, his 7th of the season. He does it all, and Deerfield Beach is on their way to the regional finals.
Unbelievable defensive game. You're seeing turnovers, 4th down stops, missed field goals.
Have we take another look at the play? 4 receivers going vertical. And they have more than 4 guys deep. And it's underthrown, and Kobe just makes a great play on the ball, and now they're celebrating.
Well,
Great
they're
job.
congratulating Deerfield and all that, but they still have to not fumble this snap.
That's very true.
So they've got one snap to Holm, and he needs to take a knee. As they get in victory formation here, Deerfield Beach will hold on to the ball, run out the clock. They will host the regional final next week, guys, against the winner of Atlantic High School and Palm Beach Gardens. The Bucks have to feel pretty good about their chances after defeating the defending 8A champions,
Oh, they feel good.
the Flanagan Falcons.
They feel good.
Hard-fought game, defensive struggle, unbelievable. I mean, just the intensity on both sides. Both defenses, the unbelievable intensity. Fantastic matchup.
For the 3rd time in 3 seasons, these two teams have met in postseason. Deerfield Beach won in the first round 2 years ago. Last year, Flanagan wins it on their way to the state championship. This year, it's Deerfield in the semifinals. Could it be the Bucks' year to go all the way? They've got the talent, guys.
They really do, and they definitely ran into a brick wall in this game. It's a really bad matchup for them. The quality defense, I don't think they're going to face another defense this good for the rest of the year. They may have faced better opponent, a better offense or whatever, but I don't know if they're going to face a better defense the rest of this state playoff tournament, and we'll see. We'll see how far they can take it.
Well, a ton of respect for these two programs as they have earned each other's respect, battling it out 3 seasons in a row in the postseason. And this year it is Deerfield Beach victorious here at the Nest on Flanagan's home field. So the Falcons finished their season this year 9-3, their first loss. They were undefeated in district play, lose it here in the regional semis. Deerfield moving on with a 10-7 victory here at Flanagan. For executive producer Brandon Graham and the Sports Blitz crew, my partners Lewis Lamb, David Wetzel, I'm Ari Shannock saying thanks for watching, everybody, here on Sports Blitz.